Story time. Story time. Story time. So, I meet this girl at the gym. Well, she met me. So I would be at the gym working out, and I noticed that a piece of equipment I went to, this young lady would make sure she was either in the equipment next to me or the equipment in front of me. She's making all these, extra stretching movements, all these look at me poses. But you guys gotta understand, when I go to the gym, I really don't wanna be there. I really work out just to eat, seriously. So I never said nothing to her for quite some time. So one day she asked me to give her a spot. She's on the Smith machine doing squats. So I'm like, cool, I can use a spot. And of course, she pressed that thing out. And so she said, hey, you got an Apple Watch on. Why don't we trade Apple Watch IDs and do a fitness challenge? And I'm like, cool, no problem. We could do that. That sounds fun. So we exchange IDs, text messages, whatever. We start texting, sending each other memes and stuff like that. Just casual, having a good time. So we start the fitness challenge. And so she texts me and she's like, hey, what do I get if I win? Now, I'm slightly interested at this point because baby bad, but I wasn't really going into it with those preconceived notions, if you will. But she was surprising. Surprise, surprise. Well, we can do dinner or whatever you want to do. So she texts me back. So whatever I want to do. And I'm like, yeah, whatever you want to do. Okay. The winner has to give the other person head. At this point, I was intrigued. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoy an aggressive woman. I love a woman who knows what she wants. She goes after it. She gets it. Make a long story short, I lost. So I'm expecting to have to give head. And so she comes over, she hangs out, we hanging out or whatever, kissing or whatever, hanging out. So she's like, no, let me do you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Don't threaten me with a good time. She starts. Now, ladies, y'all gotta understand this. Just because you tell a man you're gonna give him head, that doesn't do much. You actually have to be good at it, and we can tell when you're not. In this particular case, she was a popsicler. Now, you guys know what a popsicler is, right? She's one of those lick on the outside, kiss the top. It's the boringest form of head that ever existed in human history. So I'm looking down at Diamante. For those of you who are new, that's what I call my junk. So I'm looking down at Diamante, and he's not feeling it. He's ready to, take a nap. And she, pushes me back, onto the couch and sort of gets in my lap. You know what I'm saying? So adult activities start to take place. Diamante is like, he's on board at this point. So she gets off and lays back, and she's like, come here. So as she lays back, I see it. Like, hold on, what? What is that? She had the biggest clit I had ever seen in human history. Like it was huge, like about the size of like a thumb. And I'm like, what? And so I'm trying to act like I've been here before, but at the same time, I'm traumatized by the sight of this extremity. She's like, come here, silly, come here. And I'm like kissing her, but at the same time, I'm like still wondering what was that? And so she sort of pushes my shoulders down. And I'm like, I'm not getting down on that glizzy. I ain't about to suck you. No. So I come back up and, I reinsert, if you will, the slide in. And I'm sort of like, I'm in there, right? And I'm trying to get it out of my mind, right? And then she started to come, and it started to wiggle, and I could feel the wiggle. And I was like, hold up. And she's like mid-come, and I'm just like, hold on. And I feel like this tingling, wiggling thing. Scientifically, the clit is made out of erectile tissue. So it expands and contracts just like a penis when it's full of blood and stimulant, right? I didn't know this, and then I didn't know that they can be literally 3 to 4, even 5 inches, long, but, up inside the woman. At this point, I was bumping monkeys, and this isn't what I signed up for. She comes, I pull out. I'm like, hey, we need to have a parent-teacher conference. I've never seen anything like this before. It's a little strange. She got a little offended, a little bothered, and she sort of put her clothes on. She stayed for like another 15 or 20 minutes, but it was real dry, and then she left. Didn't see her at the gym anymore. Haven't seen her in probably 4 years. Y'all tell me, should I have said something? Because I mean, like, it was different. It was very different. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's just another day in the life of Tom's horrible dating life. See you in the next one.